Daylight Saving Time 2025. Will Donald Trump end the time change? Twice a year, Americans adjust their clocks. But is this tradition still relevant in 2025? Many believe the biannual time change disrupts sleep and productivity. Could we be on the verge of saying goodbye to this frustrating ritual for good? Daylight Saving Time, DST, dates back to World War I, introduced to save energy. Over a century later, its relevance is debated. Critics say the energy-saving claim no longer holds water, while proponents argue it maximizes daylight for leisure and business. Former President Donald Trump has voiced frustrations about DST. He termed the practice inconvenient and antiquated, hinting at interest in abolishing the tradition. Can Trump's influence reignite efforts to make DST changes a thing of the past? Let's dive into the possibilities. In 2022, the Senate passed the Sunshine Protection Act, aiming to make DST permanent throughout the U.S. Yet, this bill stalled in the House. The political impasse kept millions of Americans curious. Could Donald Trump's return impact future legislation? Supporters envision a world without the hassle of resetting clocks. With permanent DST, people could enjoy more evening daylight year-round. However, some oppose the change, arguing permanent standard time better aligns with natural sunlight patterns. Switching clocks impacts physical and mental health. Studies link DST transitions to sleep disorders and productivity dips. These health challenges fuel debates, with many calling for a shift to a more stable schedule. Are we sacrificing well-being for an outdated tradition? Did you know Arizona and Hawaii don't follow DST? These states stick to a consistent schedule year-round. Their standard provides a model for what permanent time might look like nationwide. Could more states adopt similar policies? While the U.S. debates DST, some countries have already abandoned biannual time changes. Nations like Russia and Japan move to year-round fixed time schedules. How do global trends shape America's decision-making on this age-old practice? Beyond simplicity, DST changes carry financial implications. Proponents for abolishing it argue that consistent clocks could reduce workplace inefficiencies. Critics raise concerns about adapting industries dependent on brighter daylight hours, like tourism. Could we balance the scales? If Donald Trump's voice grows louder on this issue, DST reform could gain momentum. His past comments indicate a push for modernization. Without action, America risks facing repeated bipartisan gridlock over this contested tradition. Congress would need to revisit stalled legislation like the Sunshine Protection Act. Advocates must also sway the public and industries invested in longer daylight hours. Trump's past influence on policy suggests he could play a pivotal role in unifying opinions. Do you love spending summer evenings basking in the late sun, or do you dread the sleep disruptions that come with clock changes? Daylight saving time divides opinions, yet the potential for reform grows each year. Ending daylight saving time promises simplicity, stability, and potential productivity gains. Share this video to spread awareness and urge your representatives to act. Should we turn back time or move forward? The future of our clocks is ticking,